Right. But we need to have a look at ATS. I haven't played this in a while. We're on the beta. Well, I believe it's the beta anyway, but haven't checked to see if it's out of beta yet. I might need to reset my wheel settings because of the new update that we've had, but we'll tackle it as we get along, shall we? I think we haven't even got our own truck yet, have we? We're so behind on this one, it's ridiculous. We'll take a quick job, I think. Let's have a butcher's. What do we got? We're not going to do any oversized loads. Just have a look for something that carries a little bit of cash. Or something that does like these. 63, 63, 65. Distance is going to be the issue then, isn't it? I mean, we'll be talking. That's a hell of a trek. Hello there, how you doing? Maybe we'll do something around the 60 mark. I don't know. Let's have a look at the distances. There's 23-hour drive. Jesus. Don't know if I want to do anything massive. Let's go down a bit. Jesus, that's 21 grand. 29. I want to try and find around the 40 mark, maybe. I do apologize, but no, I don't. It's been such a long time. I don't recognize the name, sorry. Empty pallets. That's a 25-hour drive. Are they nuts? I'm going to do that. I might as well take one of the really expensive ones. 16. There's a 16-hour drive. Ah, Toxic, how you doing? How am I supposed to remember when you've changed your name? Don't think I've seen the new name. Oh my god. That might be worth it. 40 grand. Let's do that one. Gotta do a job when we get all day. Might need to... What is it? F4 in it? God, I'm so rough on playing this. It's been ages since I've done it. Uh-oh. I'll do that again and get rid of that. Stop that playing. This looks like a bit of a tight fit on this one, doesn't it? Jesus, it is as well. Welcome to How to Get Stuck in 2 Easy Steps. Gotta keep an eye on that rear end. I think we're okay. Bring it up against the fence. Swing it back the other way. So the feel of the wheel is different. in this game, so I need to... It's not got the rotation back to 0. It's very weak. Compared it was before anyway. As you can see, it's very dark. So we'll leave it on that screen for now, so you can see what's going on. Of course, I've got to go through all my settings and set up my windows again. I've only got 2 windows set up, or 2 views to choose from. We've got fuel, we've got half a tank. We should, in theory, have enough, but I doubt it will be. So how's everybody been doing? Been playing the new, or been playing the beta? I've just been playing the normal versions if anybody's awake. Hey John Tees, how you doing? It's just a shame that it's nighttime in game, so it doesn't get to see much. Kind of interesting, the headlights look different as well now in this new version with this new mode that they've got going on. I should have a look at the changes. I don't know if they've changed much else. But it does seem to hit the frame rate quite a bit because I'm not getting over 50 frames. I so can't wait to get a new graphics card. Is ATS better than ETS? I would say no, personally. If you like a lot of straight roads, then ATS is your boy. But if you want a lot of variation, then I would stick with ETS. However, the parking in ATS can be more of a challenge. You're dealing with bigger trucks, bigger trailers. Some of the parking areas are very tight. When it comes to parking, it is more of a challenge. And I wish they would implement some of the parking from ATS into ETS, because I like the challenge of parking in tight spots. It's a bit of fun, you know? And I'm doing good. I'm waiting in today. I've got a new bed arriving today, so I've got to wait in. Can't blimmin' wait. Maybe I'll have a good night's sleep after that. What is the time in game? Like 1:19 AM in the morning. We've got a couple of hours to drive through now before we get some daylight. Maybe 13 hours and 4 minutes. We're not going to have time to stop because this is a fairly... I don't know, we've got 28 hours to play with. 13 hours for the trip, 28 hours to do the job in. We could take a rest. But at 1:29 AM, I don't think it's worth it. So what about everybody else? What are your plans for the day? Has it been wet and miserable like it has been here for the last God knows how many days? Hopefully the mic is alright. Let me know if it's all good. Oh, this does have 13. There we are. So what have you guys been playing? Anything much? Or anything in particular? Or are you waiting for any new games? I'm still umming and ahhing over whether to pick up F1 2020. Never got to play F1 2019 a lot because it never worked. Not with my setup anyway. It's the USB recognition was a pain for me. I know for others it works fine, but I wasn't willing to juggle my USB ports around all the time. So we were running the graphics mod as well, but we've taken that off because it wasn't working with this version. Probably needs an update. Don't know whether I will run it in future. Yeah, I use the wheel cam, but not so much when it's nighttime because you don't get to see much. I'll swap luck. You don't get to see a lot because it's just too dark. So we'll swap back when it gets to daytime. I'll put it back. It allows you to see a lot more then. Need to earn some money. Need to get at least a garage, and I could have sworn I had a garage already here with some trucks, but I need to double check. I haven't played this in such a long time. I don't know quite where I am with garages and drivers and what have you. I don't think I've got any. I think I need to get at least 1 million before I start looking into that side of it. We're on 348,000, so got a fair trek. When we get to the next stop, I'll check. Well, we have got a driver. We just earned 3 grand, so we must have at least a couple of drivers. I mean, once you get yourself about 5 garages full with drivers, you're laughing. It's pretty much self-sustaining. Going to be a relatively slow trip at these speeds. Try and eke a little bit more out of it. Hopefully won't get pulled over too often by the cops. Uh-oh, slowing down. Yeah. Still got crummy horn. What did he slow down for? God damn it. Lucky it's not my truck, I don't have to pay for it. Yeah. God, the brakes. We're turning left ahead anyway, so I might as well stay in this lane. Because I'm kind of stuck anyway, I can't move. I love blocking people. Yeah, I have a Discord. Let me see if this works, shall we? Oh, I might have to change the chat description below It's probably the ETS one because I didn't change it. Hopefully that link works. I don't know whether it needs to be changed at all. Glad to see the chat options on my Stream Deck are working. That's good to know it's working still. I haven't touched that in ages. Mind you, it shouldn't have to change. Ooh, that's a big one. Ooh, 11 grand by that driver. Nice. So, we're trying to work our way through and get to some daylight. It's now 3:40 AM, so ooh, look, Sacramento. So hopefully things should start lightening up soon. Got 10 hours remaining, so we should be able to finish this with a little bit of daylight. Definitely need to change the force feedback setting on the wheel, but I don't know which setting. Maybe I need to push the settings to 100% in their SimiCube software. Because there's just not a lot of... I mean, it works, but... I wonder if I got the sensitivity turned up too high in the game. Hello, the throttle. How you doing? I decided to have a bit of a morning lazy stream. Good man, good man. But one thing I would say is, don't get into the habit of counting subs. It'll drive you nuts. It's one thing I learned early on was like just ignore that side of it. You know, it's nice having large numbers, and you know it's great as it grows, but it'll go up, it'll go down, it'll go round and round, and it's like it is what it is. If people want to watch, if people want to like, if people want to join, it's up to them. Can't force anybody. You can bypass the station. Yay. Oh, what's my fuel on? Oh, it feels okay. Skies are starting to lighten up. Set yourself a goal if you want, you know, 500 or 1,000, and, you know, have a stream based around it. An event, I don't know. Depends how serious you want to get about doing things. I don't have the time these days to get too involved, unfortunately, but it is very much as and when. Definitely breaking the speed limit. 71 in a 55 zone. I gotta admit, I'm starting to wonder whether things like the graphics mod are going to be worth running, because this is looking really nice, especially this morning session here now. It's the lighting and the shading all around is done really well. I mean, that clouds are a little blurry, but for all intents and purposes, it looks really nice. Right, hit the old cruise control. Yeah, it's unfortunate when you got things that stop you from having a bit of fun, but hey, you know, you've got to deal with them. I must admit though, when I do game, it's not very often that I don't stream at the same time. It's kind of a habit thing now that if I'm gaming, I'm streaming, because it's, well, I may as well, you know? It doesn't hurt. Uh-oh, careful. I'm sure there was a truck there then. Not sure if it's bright enough to hit the main view. Let's have a quick look. Getting there. I don't know whether I've got my light above as well turned up a bit too high. Keep tying with ideas. Oops. That truck didn't slow down enough and he clipped the rear end of the trailer. Yeah, this feels a bit... something's not quite right with the steering feeling. It's like very... there's not a lot here. I mean, you know, it does move, but there's no feel. Let me have a look, because it's kind of doing my head in. Controls. Let's put the force feedback gain up, maybe full. Stiffness maybe needs to go up. Maybe even the centering. Let's put them all up to the same. See what happens. Not a lot. Not a lot. Oh. Centering works a bit better. You can see the wheel returning back. We've got 7 hours 21 remaining. I think the next fuel stop, if I find one. I'm gonna come off here. Okay, take care. You never know, I might still be around. Ooh, what is that car? I think that's one of the asphalt ones. I'm going to try and barge my way out. Stop. Thank you very much. That's a long ass trailer. Right, hold on. Right, fuel stop by here. Assuming we can get in. Oh, I may have made that late. Oh, just about. Fill her up. Probably won't even fill her up. Shit, it is full. It's only got a small tank. Right, where am I going? Map, go back. I need to turn around. And I'm blocked in. Gonna use everything to turn this thing round. Come on. What is it with going over there? It always clips something. Right then. You know, they're bringing in these new graphics effects, which are really nice, but one thing I wish they really sorted out was that pop-up in the distance. Look at that. Pop, 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 pop. That's a biggie for me. We're flying again. 77 and a 55. Is this whole place 55 or what? Copper up ahead. We're going to slow it down, or we're going to try risking it. Oh, we got to turn off by here. Bugger. We're on the wrong road. And there's a car right next to me. He's going in for fuel. Am I turning? No. Just go around this corner. Wheel feels a little better now. I've moved the force feedback up a little bit. Come on. Hello, driver. How you doing? Gotta get up this little incline. I'm very well, thank you. Kind of enjoying the scenery in ATS for a change, to be honest, because it's not very often you get to see a little bit of green. Hello there, Bangladeshi. How you doing? Equalizer. Good morning. How you doing? Long time no see. Any new upgrades? Only my gloves. Finally got some racing gloves. I tried wrapping the wheel. The wheel wrap didn't work, did it? So I got myself some gloves. What do you reckon? So I'll be trying them out later when I do Assetto Corsa. Make sure I'm looking after my wheel. Well, I had to put the Welsh flag on, didn't I? And driver buddy, yeah, it's you can go mad with ATS and ETS in terms of screens. I mean, you can use 4 screens if you wanted to. The configuration for screen usage is awesome in this game. But I bet you're probably running really nicely, you know, maybe 100 frames plus. I'm not getting over 50 running a multi-screen setup, but hopefully that will change in the future. I'm waiting for the new graphics cards to come out. I'll snap one of them up and maybe we'll get an increase of frames then. This is one of the tough ones to run on multi-screen. I gotta admit, those gloves, they're good priced as well. You know, it's a custom design. You know, you can specify the colours you want. I wanted black and orange. Didn't want to have my name or anything silly like that on it. I just thought I'll just have the Welsh flag because, well, from Wales. And leave it there, you know, and £28 I think it was. Took a long while though. It took nearly a month, if not slightly more, for them to arrive, but they arrived. I'm still, the one thing I am umming and ahhing over, there's a guy who creates a Ferrari GT3 style wheel. It's like 600 quid, but it does look really nice. And I keep looking at the damn thing, and I keep saying to myself, you know what, I don't really need it. I've got that style wheel with the cube control. But I really like the Ferrari one as well. I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I've got to book my car in for a service and MOT soon, so I'll wait for that first, just in case something bites me in the ass from that. Fuel-wise, we should be fine. 4 hours, 19 minutes to arrive, and then we can try parking this thing. Let's have a look. It'd be good if I can hit the button and get the right view in it. Oh my god, that was terrible. So we can bypass the way station, that's good. I just turned the engine off, wrong button. That was the view I wanted. Just to see what we're hauling. And I don't know what it is, but on my ETS I can zoom way out, but on ATS I can't. It's kind of frustrating. Still think the sensitivity might be too high on this, I don't know. I don't know. I think it is, actually. I've just kind of... let me have a look. I need to pull over a second and try something. Seems 1-to-1 there. Just try this now. Oh god. That might be okay actually now. While we're at it, let me put my effects to 100% on SimuCube. And then we'll try that out. Oops, stalled it. Oh my god. You can feel the effect through the wheel now. Jesus. That's, yeah, I'll need to tone down some options, I think. I can feel the engine vibrating through the steering wheel quite a lot. That's a crazy amount. I can actually feel the difference between me on throttle and off throttle through the wheel. Maybe I shouldn't have turned that one up that much. I don't know if you can make out the wheels shaking, but it is. Right, 60 limit down here. We'll try and squeeze it up to 70 then. We'll be on 400,000 now before we even get to the destination. I think we're going up this one. Yeah, the steering feels way more weighted now. But on the flip side, that engine vibration is actually causing my fingers to go numb. Hold on. I've got to change that. Oh, dear, dear. Right, where is it? Engine feedback. Let's notch that down to there. Yeah, that's a lot better. You can just about feel it, which is all I want, really. The steering has a weighted feel to it. The centering is probably overworking. So centering needs to go down. I did put that up, didn't I, the centering? We'll drop it a little bit. Sorry about all the screen switching, but since the wheel update, I've had to, I've got to just tweak each game as I come around to it. It's not a major change, it just needs a little bit of play here and there. Oh, one thing I didn't change. Sorry. Might add a bit of that in as well. Setting on the wheel itself, that's saved. Right, perhaps we can get back to it now. That's a little fast. That's a little too fast. Holy crap. Right, that's 400,000. Driver's leveled up, doing a bit of cash. Hopefully the stream is playing back smoothly as well. Let me know if there's any problems. Gonna go for it. Come on. Do like that view. One hour 43, we're not too far away now. Turn off by here. So I've still got a loan. I wonder how much of the loan is left. There's not too much. Maybe I'll pay it off. And I can be debt-free, and everything I earn from then on is mine to bank and keep. Anybody bought anything good in the Steam sale? Gotta admit, I've been looking at the Steam sale, but I've just sat there thinking, yeah, you know what, I don't think there's anything really that grabs me, but I'm just wondering if anybody's got any ideas. Might pick up Kartcraft, because that's down to, what, about 11 quid, and it looks really good. But I don't know how much playability I'd get out of playing a karting game. Yeah, see, I've got all the DLCs for ATS and ETS. You know, I pretty much buy them as soon as they're out. So I've, you know, any DLC that I need for a game, I've pretty much got. I was just wondering if there's any games that I should be thinking of, you know. I think Kartcraft is one I've penciled in. I may just pick it up. It's cheap enough at 11 quid. Looks really nice though. They've done a really good job in the rendering engine. Almost looks photorealistic. Right, 40 minutes to go. Just around the corner, really. It's going to be down the road now. Can't quite see the marker on the map yet. So there we are, it's up ahead on the right. We'll be coming off at this junction. Zoom goes the bike. So we're going to turn in here, take it down the back end. It should be an easy park if I remember correctly. It's probably going to be chucked in on the side there. Oh. Nope, it is going to be park in. Get the back end turned in way quicker. Probably too much now. It's better. Whoops. What's your clutch? Bada boom. Right then, 435. Let's have a look. What have we got garage wise? So garage manager. Got a few garages. Okay. So we got 3 garages. We got a few trucks, so this one needs to be worked on. 2 drivers. We could buy 3 trucks. We've probably got enough to do it. Oh my god, why did I press escape? Wanna be spending money, might just have enough. I have 3 drivers. Ooh, hello. I won't turn my nose up with those ones. Well, that spent my cash, didn't it? Jesus. Better crack on and do another job. Holy crap. They better start earning their money. Transport a helicopter. $30-hour drive, anybody? I don't know about that. Cars can be fun. 31 hours though. $26, $28. Again, if you're going to be doing 30-hour driving, you might as well take a top job. Trying to find the balance. All right, and let's go back to where we should be. Back up here. Where was that one I saw? $30 hours. That's 90,053. Albuquerque. What was... That's a longer trek. An hour extra hour driving and you get paid less. Make any sense, does it? Guess it's that one it is then. But it is a rush job. Shit. Don't know if I should have done that now. Oh, I need to change the dash. Come on. Oh, you picked up some DLC as well, did you? Yeah, they are. They're a lot more scenic than the early content for ATS. But then again, I'm guessing that's what it's like in some areas. That looks really cool. Sorry, I was looking at one of the cars. Come on, lights. Today be nice. I still like California. Driving in California in this game is really nice. I wonder if we'll ever get away from this static cloud rendering that they've got. I wonder if they'll ever move to a 3D cloud render system. I'm guessing that would put way too much load on things. But imagine how cool that would be to have 3D clouds and they're moving around on the screen. I'm trying to find where the gear is in this one. There it is. Trying to keep it straight. Hopefully I don't rear-end anything. I've got to admit, it does look nicer. Whatever they're doing with this screen space stuff, it's looking a lot more detailed. Reflections off the body panels of the cars or trucks. Oh, we're going to be turning off now. Try and behave. I like doing that view sometimes. That'll be reverse. Oh yeah, I still haven't changed the panel on here. I need to move the indicator up to the top. Come on. "29 hours and 2 minutes. Jesus, this feels like it's going to take forever. It's currently 13 minutes past 2 in the afternoon in the game. So we've got a bit of daylight to play with. And we've got 74 hours to do this whole job in. So we should be able to have a couple of rest points along the way. No, there is a 13. It's about that. Thought there was. Ooh. Gonna go through these little rock faces. The size of that. Oh, the little truck's huge. Hey gamer, how you doing? What have you been up to? Anything fun? Yeah, glad you like it. I don't think there's anything much else I would do. Maybe number one, change that fan for something that actually blows air. Because it's kind of useless. Toying with the idea of going back to have a center screen here as well. Failing that, toying with the idea of maybe having a 10-inch tablet as well. Meh. Track pants and eating hot dogs. Okay. Thanks for that mental image. Well, you can have a summer day like we're having, which is just wet and rainy and miserable. That's the usual for us. It did say it was supposed to brighten up today. Has it? In hell, no. Better have tomorrow. I'm in work tomorrow. I don't want to get soaking wet. I got soaking wet yesterday. I don't want to get soaking wet again tomorrow. That's it. Out of the way. Right, hold on. I can't quite read the lines on the road yet. I'm guessing I'm staying in this lane. But then that looks wrong because I should be turning left. Whoops. I don't mind having bad weather. Like now, I'm stuck in the house. I don't care. But when I'm out and about, it's God, so depressing. And it wouldn't be so bad if it was like for an hour or two and then it stopped. And it was nice and sunny. Great, I don't mind that. But it's not. It's like it's all day, every day. That's a cool looking car. VR games. What have you been playing then? What's your favourite VR game at the moment? Pick up Arizona Sunshine if you haven't. That's a good game. I enjoyed playing that. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave the Alex until I've got myself a new headset. I think I want to enjoy that on a new headset rather than on what I've got now. I just need to decide what I want to get, but I don't know. I'm kind of contemplating skipping this generation and waiting to see what the next gen is going to be like. Assuming that there is ever going to be a next gen. Either that or I'll end up getting a Rift S again. I'm in the wrong lane, aren't I? Oh, shit. No, exactly. I mean, I'm sure it will look good. I mean, remember mine's a modded one, so it would be very clear, and it's OLED displays as well, so you get good in terms of color rendition and what have you, and the brights and darks. But just the resolution. Not that I'm massively disappointed by it. It's still a very good headset, but I don't know. Right now with the Vive, it's just setting it up. I haven't got any. I've got nowhere really to mount the lighthouses. Not on the sim rig anymore. Anyway, the sim rig is overtaken with stuff just to play games and stream. Which is partly the reason why I want a headset with inside-out tracking. Because you just shove your headset on and off you go, you know? Oh, the last time I played a pinball game was back on the Commodore Amiga days. I wonder if it's done by the same people. I think inside-out tracking has its place. You know, it makes it more accessible to people. A lot of people don't want to bother with setup. I certainly don't want to go through setting up. You know, if you've got a dedicated space for VR, then yes, Vive headset all the way, or the Index as it is now. But if you haven't got a dedicated space, then inside-out tracking comes into its own, because there's no faffing about. Oh, what are you doing? Come on. How's my fuel looking? Not even half a tank yet, and we still only... Jesus, we've still got 26 hours to do. This feels like it's going to take forever. Get some lights on so I don't forget. As you go past the biker. Honk, honk. That's a good section of road. I like this, like through these little canyons or whatever you want to call them. Come on, get up. I'm not going to change gear. Uh-oh. Yes, it is. Got a blimmin' pull in. Ugh. Welcome to Utah. I wonder if we get to go that way. Turning coming up to slow it down a little bit. Oh, I was going to take that wide, but then a copper comes along. Right, fuel coming up. I don't know, I think what's on the may last. We'll leave the fuel, I think, for now. Well, we've gone from what, 30 hours I think was in total, down to 24. And it's what, 6:41 p.m. This is going to be quite the trek out. Still got 69 hours to do the job. So when this gets to about what, 10ish p.m, we may look at stopping if we can and have a rest. I thought I was going fast. That coach looks like it's flying. Back up the hills. It's a nice night sky to the left. Well, I'll say night sky. Red sky. Oh my god. Where's the... Okay. He's pulled off. That's a really nice colour. annoying when it doesn't go into the right camera mode. I was hoping to do that. Quite a view. As we go into the wrong lane. Yeah, they've done a really good job on the skies. So the clouds, I think they need to work on. I would love it if they could do a 3D cloud system, but I think that would be a bit too taxing. And I think graphically it's looking its best at the moment in terms of the latest, what is it, 1.38? It does seem to be a little bit cleaner. Hole in the rock. Okay. There's the rest stop by there. Maybe I should have taken that rest stop. Well, keep an eye out for the next rest stop. Hopefully by the time we get there it'll be about 9 PM. There's a repair centre coming up. What's on the left though? Fuel and rest. Do I take that? I might just take that actually. Sorry, didn't see the car next to me. Is it up here? I think it is. Truck headquarters. Can I use this one? I don't know. Shit, stalled it. Early morning start. We'll add a little extra fuel. Right, let's get back onto the route, shall we? So 6:39 a.m. So nice and early. 22 hours 42 remaining, with 57 hours to do the job, and so we still got plenty of time. Well, this is supposed to be what? A 45 at the moment, and we're doing 60. Oh shit. That's a copper. Don't want to drive into the back of him. Come on, get up. Is that usually the case? Is that they're splattered with bullet holes over there? You never know, mind, with the modders. There's probably something like that, bullet holes in your truck or something. I wonder if there is. Surprised there isn't a mod where you can just have a gun on your dash or something. Mind you, not that I've ever looked, but there probably is. Oh, nothing's coming, we're okay. Yeah, no problem. I guess they're using them for target practice then. practicing their drive-by shootings, maybe. Who knows? Kind of hoping to get up to 70, but I don't think we're going to get there, not with this incline coming up. Whoa. Hold on. I've got to pull over a second. I've got to check something. Oh, well, supposedly my delivery should be next. It says you are drop number 12. The right driver is on delivery drop number 12. So we'll probably be here in the next 40 minutes. Just want to see if there's a way I can track where he is. Alright, he's miles away. He's gonna be probably a good hour. Don't have to worry about that then. Oh shit. Glad I did that. That would have been really bad if I carried on going. And the police have to be in front. Drive with the windows down. Deafen everybody. Deafening me anyway. Thought I didn't program the windows in. What do you mean, is that a new feature of the Windows? It's not a new feature of 1.38, it's been available since 1.37? Maybe 1.36? But it's a recent addition to have the windows up and down, and because obviously with the new sound feature they have, so the sounds in the game have been enhanced, and by doing so that means they've been able to implement different sounds for when you have the windows open. When you'll notice as you go through tunnels, the sound will now change, which is one of the things I've moaned about for a long time. No, it's when both ATS and ETS are both updated for the sounds. 1.38 is bringing other graphical changes, screen space reflections and things like that. It's going to be a little bit more taxing on your GPU, but for most people it's not going to be a problem because it's only going to be a small load for most. I don't seem to have any sounds for any vehicles though. I think I need to change or check. Let me just check my audio settings. I've just been driving around and listening. I don't seem to be hearing anything. Right, master volume's down. Interior sounds, music. So we got all this now. See, traffic volume is down. I wonder if we can boost that. Truck effects, truck noise, trailer noise. It's like Jesus. World sounds, ambient sounds. I haven't got my navigation turned on either.
You have arrived at your destination.
Recomputing.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't think the sounds are quite... It's there. There's a little bit of sounds of vehicles passing, but it's very faint. Audio. Traffic volume. Let's put traffic volume to max. If I want. Maybe slightly off. You can hear the vehicle just
Turn left.
sounds a little better. We'll double check it in a moment. At least now I can hear the vehicles passing me, which I couldn't before. You need to change the sat-nav volume, increase that slightly.
Right.
I do have the sports cars and bikes, but for the sports cars and bikes there was also a sound pack. I haven't got the sound pack turned on because it used to cause issues, and I don't think the sound pack has been updated. So until I know that the sound pack has been updated to work with the new sound mods, or the new version of the game, I'm leaving them off to try and minimize compatibility issues. Because they got to be updated to work with the new F-mod sound in the game. To be honest, I haven't checked to see if they have been updated yet. I should do.
Go straight on.
Go on, lights.
Go straight on. Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
He's got a big load. I was too busy looking at the truck, I didn't see the light had changed.
Go straight on.
Need to get ahead of this guy.
Right.
Oh, squeeze him. Oh, that is the correct dash. Okay, I've got two versions of it. There we are, that gives the indicator in the correct location. Yeah. Yeah, supposedly a new map. I mean, you know, you never know. Perhaps they'll do something different. I mean, it's kind of hard, I guess, because of the way the roads are over there, but at least for the last few, they've made some of them quite interesting, to be honest. Oh, that's the wrong gear. So's that. But I think the 1.38 update for both ATS and ETS is going to be a good little update in terms of the extra it brings, in terms of how it processes graphics itself. I'm liking the look of it. Can I get rid of this car in time? I don't think I will.
Turn left.
Go, go, go. I went through that one, I shouldn't have. Naughty! It's good that they're actually making them, you know, expanding on them still. Part of me wishes that they scrapped it, brand new engine, redesigned from the ground up, but that would be a lot of work. You'd be waiting a long time. Who knows, perhaps in the background they are, you know?
Go straight on. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
I have no idea. Not that I even know what they look like.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Sounds like a lot of it. Maybe they can put some UFOs flying around doing some crop circles. Oh, don't get stuck. Sorry, I've got something on the floor that's stuck. Shit. You don't need to see me. Well, that's not good. Have I got it? Is it unstuck now? Whoops. Right there, sorry. I had to unstick thing on the floor. Man, that was a wreck, wasn't it? Lucky it's not my truck, so I don't give a crap. Right, there's an 80 limit. Let's see if we can get up to 80. 88 mile an hour. Why is that? Because they all look the same? Perhaps they'll do things like that as a free update. They've done that before, haven't they? Where they've updated the game and they've ended up doing little updates for certain areas. And perhaps when it's something like that, they'll go, okay, this one we're not going to charge much for, but we'll make it a free upgrade. Who knows? I gotta pull in. Whoa, shit. Flippin' heck. Why are they pulling in? Idiots.
Finding a new route.
That was a bit of a close call, wasn't it? Didn't take the parking brake off in time. Still got 17 hours and 2 minutes. Currently 12:56. Don't forget, if you enjoy what you see, then leave a like if you can. Always helps. And kind of try and keep it in a straight line, shall we? Easier to switch the camera from side to side so you can see where you're tracking. Okay, let's change view back. Crap. Whew, that's stressful doing it that way. Trying to get this damn thing up to 80. Well, this downhill section is going to help us. Making some good time at the moment, down to 15 hours 24. Ah, as he says that, he gets the... Brr. Oh shit, what was he? I didn't even see him in my mirrors. Amazon Fresh. This wants me to turn off and then come back onto the main road, so I'm just going to stay on this road. Sometimes the sat-nav and this just screws up. Going straight on. It's not a bad little run, this one. It's been nice so far. Albuquerque to Seattle. Got about another 7-8 hours of driving, and then we'll take another rest. So cruise control back on. Whoa, watch the sign. Still feels a little bit twitchy. Steering. But all in all, now the firmware has been updated on the wheel. It feels where it should be anyway. It didn't feel as bad as when I first started driving with it. On the flip side, I've gone from 80,000 to 176,000 from my drivers working. So that's been a bit of a bonus. Oh shit. Needed to slow down quite a bit there.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Come on. Crap. He slowed down a little bit quicker than I could. Caravans.
Turn left.
Not going in gear. There we are.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Oh, don't slow down like that again. Oh my god. Toying with the idea of grabbing a cup of coffee because I am gasping for a coffee.
Keep right.
Oh shit. It was the bus of the car and I thought, bugger it, it's going to be the car. I'm trying to make a little bit of time. Out of 12 hours 28. Well, that's some straightish roads. And 11 hours 28, making some really good time. It's now 6 PM in game. So we've got another, what, 3 hours driving time roughly. And we need to look for a place to rest. Do. Something about the feel of the wheel right around there in this game. Not quite sure what it is. I knew he was going to do that then. Speed limit. And now no speed limit kicks in just as he books me. God. Sucks.
Turn left.
Wait. That's so annoying because the vehicle inspection's over here.
Rerouting.
But I want to go over there.
Recomputing.
Let the clutch out too quick.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
I don't have a gear. Let's try that one.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
That's a hell of a straight road. It really is a good view. I like the way they do that. Oh, it's a little bit quick for that corner, maybe. We can get away with it. map back on. We need to start keeping an eye out for places to rest. 8 hours, 48 minutes remaining. We're doing pretty well. We've got 44 hours to complete the job in, so a rest is no problem. There's lights, but I'm not going to slow down. Could rest here, but it's a bit too early, so I'll wait for the next one. Wow, that pull to the left. Watch the rocks. Whoa. He slowed down quite a bit. That shook my camera move. Oh, not again. Right. We'll do it that mode for now until we get daytime, and we need to look for a rest stop. Probably need fuel as well where we're going. Because I've still got 7 hours and I'm nearly on 0, which I didn't realise. We can travel a distance of 174 miles and we've got 391 miles to go. Oops. I've got to kind of hope 167 miles of fuel gets us to a fuel stop. Well, there's a rest stop coming up. No fuel by there though. You are getting some rest. Cracker. Now we've got to find fuel. You're running out of fuel. No shit. Well, not quite sure with how the land is highlighted in the distance. That's kind of weird. As if something's messed up with the shader. We're not running any graphic mod to cause that. The only thing I can think of is the no bloom, but oh, there we are. The sky is finally loaded in. That's the problem. $128 miles of fuel on board. Come on, where's the fuel stop? It's not looking good. And there's no fuel by here, is there?
Straight on. Go straight on.
Slam on the anchors. And 106 miles of fuel. Stalled it. Nah. Come on, move, 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 move. I want to keep this thing going. Oh, there's a fuel stop coming up.
Go straight on. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Finding a new route.
Pull her up. We've got 381 miles. What if I put 150 gallons in? What do we get? Oh, we get loads.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Whoa, where you going, buddy? Let that be a blimmin' cop, didn't it?
Go straight on.
And there's a load of lights around here. Come on. Pedal to the metal, let's go. Five hours 46 remaining. 850 miles of fuel, 306 miles to go. Oh, don't slow down, you bugger. Now where is he? He's so low down I can't even see him. Puts the brakes on again. And then he speeds up. What a little... Doing on a purpose. Oh, that's a stretch. Gain a bit of time this way. 76 in a 55 zone. copper was going to get me, but he let me go. Four hours 28 to 27 remaining. Yes, I will.
Right, and then turn right.
Can we make this corner without toppling over? That was pretty close. You could feel it starting to pull.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Okay. Feeding it through there. I like this section. Three hours and 14.
Keep left.
Mind you, the destination was Seattle. Where though? Oh, it's in the portal. Did it say keep left? Oh crap! I hope it did. Yes, it did. That's how you do it. Weave through the traffic. I'm surprised I didn't clip anything.
Keep left.
No. He got completely wrecked. At least the bikers were spaced out, but that car, just as I turn, he starts to turn and thinking, ah, crap. That's not good.
Keep left.
We are flying down to 1 hour 46 remaining. Come on, out of the way.
Keep left.
Thank you. It's as if he listened.
Keep left. Keep left.
And we're under an hour, 47 minutes remaining. "34 miles. Yeah, we can bypass this one, thank God for that. I had a feeling then, is it gonna pull me in? And we're gonna be coming off here.
And then turn left.
Can we muscle in?
Turn right.
Just enough room. Keep right, I think she said, didn't she? Oh, there's the dock area. Oh shit, brakes.
Go straight on. Go straight on. Keep right.
Whoa, slow it down. I'm guessing we can turn. Might be a nice easy one. Oh, why is that still on? Good off. Ow! That's my finger getting stuck. Fuck it up. Oh. 4 grand lost for a bit of damage. Tut tut. Oh, what are we gonna do? Get some corrosives on the go. There we are, we're back up to 320,000 after we spent most of it. Right, and so there's a couple of runs done for now. I'm going to leave that where it is for now because I'm going to have to push off. My delivery should be here shortly, I would have thought. Probably be back later on, but if I am, plan on doing a bit of a set of course competition, multiplayer online races. So if you want to see some of that, then hit the old like and subscribe and catch me later. In the meantime, take care and bye for now.